Begin the lag. Good luck to you. Folks, this is just as a point of order. What we have here is 13 possible games of 9-ball, 8 possible games of 8-ball, and once again the race is 2-11. Good luck.
All right, so Dan Gordon wins the lag, and they choose to, let's see what they choose. They are choosing to play 8-ball first. This is a race to 11 finals, as you had mentioned, as you had heard Woody say that there will be 13 games of 8-ball, no 9-ball,
right?
And 8 games of 8-ball.
Yes.
Fun over here? Yeah.
Big shout out to Taylor and Amanda from Philly. Taylor made his way here in one of the qualifiers in Jersey and had some support with his beautiful girl Amanda and his father. And big shout out to you guys. Good playing by Taylor.
All right, so we see Mr. Parks get Mr. Gordon a nice tight rack. And here we go. Game number 1. Finals of the 2012 U.S. Amateur Championship here at Strokers in Palm Harbor, Florida, sponsored by the APA. And Dan came up dry on the break.
Spread him nice, but did not pocket a ball.
Yeah, let's see what we're deciding to do here. Lines up to shoot. Looks like he may be shooting a safe shot here. No. Of course, the angle from the player's perspective is a lot different from those here in the booth. At first, I did see the cut shot there, but the way he was angled with that cue, jacked up, I wasn't sure. It looked like he may have been playing it safe, but very good shot by Mr. Parks. Coming around nicely around the balls here. He's got that 15. The 8-ball's a problem here. Unless it squeezes by 5-ball and it slops in.
He might be able to slow roll it, and
I think he's going to get it out of the way right here since he has that 14 for an insurance. He gets stuck somehow. And he tried.
But you know, he pushed it.
I think he got it in the way for a little clearance past that 5-ball. Comes up for that 11 ball. I think that 15 is going to be a key ball for that 8.
Looks like it goes in the side there. Or he's going to shoot
Playing
it
it
now.
now. Amazing. I would have used that key ball, that 15 as a key ball.
Well, he sees that natural angle off that 9, a 2-railer back between the 8 and the 6. And looks like he's going to set up for that. Oh, really straight.
And he's going to come off. He's just going to draw back a little bit so then he can maybe about a foot. It does look like it goes, but I had been mentioning all weekend that these pockets are very accepting if they're shot very slow. or easy enough, I should say.
That's right.
And he looks like he has it. So game number 1, once this 8-ball is sunk, goes to Mr. Parks. And it slops right in, as I had mentioned. All right, so we're breaking. Second ball break, and the 8-ball is live.
Now, your thoughts on a second ball break, Danny? What is your preference when you're out there competing in the tournaments?
Well, preference. My preference is actually shooting for that second ball because that 8-ball does go an awful lot. More times than not, you do get stuck on the bottom, just like he did.
Mm-hmm.
And you're usually stuck with a ball that, if you do make a ball, you're usually stuck with a ball that's not by the cue ball.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only disadvantage that I do have, that the second ball break does have, in my experience.
Mm-hmm.
You're not guaranteed to make a ball on a break.
And that's really the downfall.
With the head ball.
Right.
With the head ball break.
Oh, you statistically you make more balls with the second ball break, huh?
I think so. I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Upstate Al, you just make sure you hang in there, buddy. A little shout out to Upstate Al. He's from upstate New York. Hence the name Upstate Al. All right, so we got Dan Gordon shooting the, what was that, the 10 or the 12?
That was the 10 ball, I believe.
They're so similar in color.
Yeah.
Looks like that 13 does go past. And he's got a problem getting on that 8-ball, should he? So, all right, so he's got the 13. He's got the 13. He's got the 9. And then he missed it.
Wow.
Missed it.
Well, Brian's back here at the table, and he's looking at the 6, I think. That was a very good shot here.
Well, he's got position on the 4 here. You take care of the 2.
Yep.
And depending on how he lines, he may be able to take care of the 1 right between the. There you go. Right between the 1 and the 9 and 13.
Now would take care of this 2 ball right now, obviously, because of that 15 ball.
Correct. He needs to.
But he will have to get position on the 1 at one point, not now. Wow, beautiful.
Well, he's got a problem here. He's jacked up over the 8 ball to shoot the 3 down the corner. The 7 doesn't have a pocket on the left. He doesn't have a pocket on the right. However, it's not easy coming off the road, especially when you're right by a ball.
Yeah, you're right.
The 5 ball doesn't seem like it has a pocket.
I didn't see that at first.
And he's got a bank shot on the 1, which is the only comfortable shot he's got, if you can call a bank shot a comfortable. He's pocketed it. He's playing very solid.
Very confident player, Brian.
And what does JR always say? Easy peasy lemon squeezy?
That's it. Behind you.
Oh, speaking of lime, thank you very much. All right, so that's a good out by Mr. Parks. Very nice. And the score is now 2-1, 2-0, I should say. Now, Mr. Parks is undefeated in this tournament, and he had a great run. Very good play. Solid all weekend. It seems that he's adjusted to these tables a lot quicker than most here.
Absolutely.
And that definitely was a huge factor in this tournament. Especially when you come from all around the country and different styles, different play, different equipment, atmosphere.
Right.
It all comes into play.
He certainly showed that he adjusted very well to the new cloth here. He's not underhitting or overhitting many balls.
He's hitting them just right. He's hitting them like Goldilocks.
Right.
Just right.
I like that, man.
Not too hot, not too cold. It was just right.
Big shout out to my buddies, Jerry Dunn, my good pool buddy and mentor. Many years, been shooting with this guy for 12 years, and he's going to try to make it out this next year's U.S. Amateur. And Frank Gripman, Big Jim, Pete Fusco, and all the friends at the spot. Big shout out.
All right, so we got stripes on hand.
Did he make one of each?
1,
No.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, he did.
Oh, yes,
make
he
one
did.
of
So
each.
this,
He's got
is,
choice.
this was open table.
It was open table.
He chose to go with the stripes. And we're joined again with by
Mr. Ted
Teddy
Harris.
Hello, Joe.
That's it, Joe. You can't get in
That's-
trouble just by
that's
saying
right.
Joe. Hey, missed the combination. Oh, we've got Dan Gordon coming back up to the table with solids on the plate. I'd like to say hi to all of my friends back at Sandcastle Billiards. Ed Ladowie, the proprietor of the establishment. Joe Pallone, John Wu, Ryan Dutkin, Ryan Wong. There's a lot of people there, so I'm trying to figure out who I missed.
They all know who they are.
Paulie Caivano, Dinko. There's only one Dinko, so he's like Cher and Seal. They don't have a last name. And Madonna. It just goes by Dinko.
Dinko. Gotta meet this guy. Think I'm gonna like him?
He doesn't talk much.
Oh, really? Then I'm
But
gonna.
when he
like him.
does, he's funny. He's one of those. Yeah.
Well, Gordon just missed the 4-ball. He saw an opening, but just missed his mark.
It looks like he'll be shooting in the side pocket there. Yeah.
Yeah, once he got that ball out of the way, it doesn't look like he's going to have much problems.
He's got the 14 ball to get back to the 10 and 15 in the middle of this table.
It would have been easier if it was on the other side of that ball.
Yeah. You could actually, if he had been on the other side of that, what was that he just shot in?
That was the 12 ball, I believe.
The 12. If he had been
Either
on the other side of the
15 or
12, he would have had an easy opportunity to pocket the 15 or 10 since he had the angle to go down. But he's making do. And he looks like he's playing this 15 here. Coming around 2 rails for that 10 ball. It looks like he has enough room to either just stop it there or follow 1 rail down and right back up. But he surprises me yet once again. He chooses to shoot the 14. He's really comfortable here. He looks like he's really got it flowing. He doesn't seem like he has a care in the world at this point. He's just here to do his job.
He's doing it very well.
And by pocketing this 8 ball, it'll be a score of 3-0. Favor Mr. Parks.
I think he's getting really comfortable right now on the table. He's cutting loose.
Oh yeah, he doesn't seem like he's got any problems with his table. He's very comfortable. Dan Gordon hasn't really had much opportunity thus far. But it is a race to 11, so the set is still young.
Yep. We have, I believe, 4 more games of 8 ball.
Brian Parks was a previous winner.
Yes.
Do you remember?
3 years ago.
It was 3 years ago?
Mhm.
Okay.
It was Ernesto last year, Ray Linares the year before,
And it was him the
and
third year
Brian
prior.
Parks. (2009).
Second ball break. That tends to happen as well. Like I said, that cue ball does tend to stay down table, and if not hit properly, meaning if you hit it too soft, you don't have that backspin to come off that rail with the outside English to come off and back into the middle of the table. Rather than it'll just shallow up and scratch in the side pockets and in the bottom 2 corner pockets.
Right.
Trying to get that 1 ball right away.
Good job there.
It seems like he had himself in a little uncomfortable position shooting this 1.
He's looking to come between the 12 and 13.
The 15 and 13, you mean?
Is it the 15 and 13?
Yes.
Okay.
Good shot. Sure did. Now he's got the 4 ball. Looking at where he has to be for that 2 ball next.
Pretty sure he's going to shoot the 4 here, and then he's going to shoot the 2, and he's probably going to like try to play position on the 7 maybe. And if not, he can shoot the 3.
He didn't get the angle that he needed, or as straight as he needed.
Shooting the 7 ball on the side would have been nice if he had the right angle. Certainly would have given him position on the 5. He may have to force this cue to go back to the rail and back towards the 7 and hope to avoid that 14 ball. Should be able to do.
He's got a nice little AO. He's got the 3 ball. Now he's got the 3 ball.
Can you not make that 4?
He's looking at it.
I do
It
believe he's
looks
got
like it,
that
Teddy.
3 ball. You have to do a little squirtage here.
Now he might have a good angle. If he sees that 3, he might be able to get on that 5 ball, just the right angle to set it up for the 7 as a ski ball down to the same side where he's shooting the 3, and then the 8 ball's right there.
It's a good call. Jody Painter.
Wow.
He just, guess he couldn't see as much as the 3 ball as I thought he did.
Or maybe he clipped the 8. Did anybody see if he touched the 8 ball?
I don't think so. I'd like to give a good, nice shout out to Mr. Steve Dunkel, who we were talking to earlier. Found out he's on stream, and he's puts out some great cues out of Dunkel Custom Cues in Trenton, New Jersey.
Steve Dunkel, Mr. Dunkel, from one artist to the next, I have to say your work is phenomenal. Just a piece of art. And speaking of piece of art, we're joined by another cue maker, Ted Harris. Beautiful stuff you got out here at this venue.
Thank you very much. Been working really hard, to get things right. So cues are really looking good. I'm pleased with them. And that cue that you showed me, Dan, that Steve Dunkel made was just absolutely gorgeous. With that segmented handle and those tribal inlays and stuff. It's a really nice cue. And that really unique copper joint and a copper pin. That was really pretty cool.
Right.
I've seen that before.
Well, a lot of people they're in disbelief because copper is definitely a soft metal, but it's a mix within the different alloy as well. It's a beryllium copper, and that toughens it up, and it's really unique. Definitely unique.
It's what kind of copper?
Beryllium.
What planet is that?
It's the planet right next to Krypton.
No, it's
where Superman was born.
Oh, that one. Okay.
That is really a gorgeous metal.
It is.
It definitely is a different look than the traditional copper
Definitely
that people
unique.
think about. But
As soon as I saw it, I'm like, I want it.
Yeah,
I wanted it to be a part of my cue, and he's a type of guy, type of cue builder that you have to leave him alone. You give him things of concepts of what you like, and he will not disappoint you.
you can't rush art. It's one of those
Cannot
things.
rush art. That's right.
Did he have that copper stuff there already? Or
He specially ordered it
for you? Or
for me. Yes.
So you guys decided on the copper before you had actually seen it in that form?
Correct. Well, I mean, I saw the type of copper. He didn't special order the copper itself. He had copper for inlays, And I said, that's cool. And, we, worked back and forth with each other for the design. And he says, all right, fine, we'll incorporate it. And I didn't know how he was going to incorporate it, but he just ran with it. And he actually surprised me with a few, quirks in the design. And I was very pleased, very pleased.
You should be. The points on that cue are beautiful too.
Oh, yes. 3 high, 3 low. 5 veneers in
A
each.
lot of veneers in there.
5. I rarely see a 5 veneer point.
Oh yeah.
I do that too, coincidentally.
But not often.
It's, I don't use a lot of different colors on it. Most of the ones I've made have been like from the outside in, black burgundy maple, or black burgundy holly. But I like it happens to be my favorite. Is that particular 5 veneer? That particular 5 veneer point happens to be my favorite one.
Oh, really? Okay.
I've used other colors, but not as much.
Well, as we're talking about the art of cue making, Brian Parks has been running the table.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely putting on a show here.
Exhibition.
Just going to draw it to the bottom rail.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
Certainly not an easy run out, but
No. And Mr. Parks extends his lead to 4-0. I don't think Dan is comfortable yet, even though he hasn't had much time to.
This is Ken Harris. I'd like to send a shout out to my teammates in the NBA, my 8-ball team, Halabino, Amy, Tammy, Chuck, Jeremy, Frank, and Skip, and also to my 9-ball team, the Storm Riders, Vicky, Mike, Baxter, Liz, Jessica, and Bill. And thank them for really inspiring me to play pool again. And, Gene Weaver, also the league operator, and runs a great league down here in Broward County, Fort Lauderdale. And I'd like to thank my cue making partner, Danny Green, and Janet Causey, his better half, because without them, there's no way I would be here now. I love you guys. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. I love you. Bye-bye.
see you, Teddy. Oh wait, you're staying.
Where's he going?
Big shout out to my friends and family back in Philadelphia. All my pool junkies from The Spot. Pete Fusco's The Spot in Feasterville, Pennsylvania. Big Jim, Pete.
Feasterville?
In Feasterville, yes.
That was Philadelphia.
Well, Feasterville is in Bucks County, a suburb of Philadelphia. So we're about half hour, 40 minutes away from Center City,
Okay.
Philadelphia.
It's kind of like in Boston. There's lots of
Oh yeah.
mini towns
Yes.
inside Boston, like Charleston and
Yeah, come check out The Spot. Really a classy, good-looking pool hall. One of the nicest one in the northeast of the country. Featuring the Fizz Room. Play in the dark.
Yeah, but you can see in the dark.
Yeah, you can.
You have to wear special glasses, don't you?
They got enough bulbs in there. People can see what they're doing. It's Danny Basovich's favorite room.
All right, so he's shooting high ball here. That 13's a little cumbersome to get to. I think he'll be fine once he gets on the 2 balls in the middle table for the side pockets.
What do you think he's going to shoot, the 11 or the 12?
He looks like, well, he's shooting, clearly he's shooting the 12, but I believe he's putting inside. Yeah.
That was good.
Come
Use
off.
that 4 ball.
maybe looking at coming up for that 15 next.
I would have liked him to try to take that 15 to the top right and drift it
I
over
like the
between
way
the
he-
6 and at 5 and shoot the 13 on the short side.
I actually like what he's doing here. I think this is the wisest decision here to shoot the 12 in the corner, or the 10, I should say, in the corner, in the side pocket, right side pocket. Bump into that 13. Just open that avenue up so then he can get to the 13. And then the other two balls are elementary at that point prior to the 8. Very nice.
That was a good shot.
Now he's looking at how he can come off that bottom rail, at the top rail, I should say. And he's got a nice shot on the 11. Little work to do though.
Yeah.
All good. He got right where he needed to be, but he probably would like to be a couple of feet closer.
Left some distance between the object ball and the cue.
Now he's got to make a TV shot there.
He's definitely going to have to let his stroke out. And I think he's been wanting to let his stroke out ever since 4 games ago. He may be following it. There we go.
Oh. He
I
got
think
it.
he's got it, yeah. It's a nice cut in the side pocket, come off the bottom rail into the middle, into the middle of the table for the 8 in the lower right-hand corner.
That's good speed.
There you go.
Well, looks like he's going to get on the board.
Very nice shot.
Very nice shot.
Nicely done by Dan Moore. Breaks the ice too.
Gets on the board.
Big shout out to Rolando, sorry, from Strokers.
Strokers.
Rolando Aravina, who has meticulously taken care of the equipment here. Just also an artist on his own account.
Rolando Aravena, wasn't he at Chelsea's? I was going to say, that sounds so familiar. I remember seeing him play in the wee hours in the morning at Chelsea's.
He is their house pro here, you know.
Okay, he moved. Oh, to Amsterdam?
Well, I think
Oh, to
when
Broadway.
I first met him, I'm not sure, but when I first met him, he was at Amsterdam.
He was at Amsterdam. Oh, that's right, Amsterdam. Yeah, I first met him at Chelsea's. And then, wow, okay.
We have a dry break here.
He's the house guy here.
Okay. All
Or
right.
do we? Sorry. It looks like he made a stripe. No, dry break. Sorry, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, I actually like to take this opportunity to give a shout out to John Bertone. John Bertone from KamuiTips.com. He's a great guy, great proprietor of Kamui Tips, one of the finest tips out there. In my opinion, the finest tips out there.
I would second that motion. They play nice, no arguing there.
Well, in my opinion, they don't mushroom. You know, they provide consistent hit through and through. And that's actually what any pool player wants. It's just consistency in their own game.
Right.
Am I right or am I right?
You are absolutely right. And a big thanks to J.R. Calvert and Alvin Nelson for their dedication to this amazing event here. Bringing to you,
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job with the streaming and the cameras.
as always.
Of course.
Practically two of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. And thank the heavens for the two of them bringing this beautiful sport to all of you guys on the board. Thank you for being with us.
And of course, without all you watching at home, there wouldn't be no Inside Pool. So feel free to click on the Ustream and hit share it with all your friends. You could always go on the Facebook group Inside Pool Magazine and share the link with all your friends to watch.
Danny, what do you think? Do you think that 11 ball down there goes?
Only if it goes on a diet.
Well put. Well put. It's gonna have to be as thin as that stripe on it to fit. He's probably gonna use the 14 right now to get on it.
Oh, very nice
Yeah,
shot,
he
very
did so
nice
very
shot.
well.
Now he's got the 11 in the bottom left-hand corner. Very nicely done by Mr. Gordon.
Yeah, Dan is showing some superb shot making.
He needs to. He
Yeah.
needs to show up because
He does.
He's down 4-1, and he's got to bring it.
He certainly has the capability.
Oh, wow.
And as I spoke,
That's uncharacteristic of him. But, you know, he has been sitting in the chair for a while, so he can't get cold that way. I'd like to take this opportunity to let everyone know that if you're going to be in the California area, Bellflower area, at Hard Times, there's going to be an end-of-the-world tournament on December the 21st. A 32-player, $100 buy-in held at Hard Times, being hosted by Mr. John Bertone himself from KamuiTips.com. So if you're in the area, December 21st,
sounds like a great time.
hey, if you're going to be, you know, if the world's going to end, why wouldn't you want to do
Why don't you
what
want to
you'd
shoot
love
pool?
Exactly,
Yeah.
just shoot pool, right? If you believe in that stuff. But we're going to
True hardcore pool fanatics.
we're going to coin it the end of the world tournament, so let's see what happens.
That really is the mark of a true pool fanatic. Wouldn't you think, Dan? If you asked everybody, what would you do towards the end of the world? If the guy says, or the lady says, I'm going to shoot pool, then you know they love that game. I have mixed feelings about that.
What, the end of the world theory?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Mayans came up with this, and that was before the Caesarean calendar that came out, which which was also incorporated with daylight savings time by Benjamin Franklin himself. And according to daylight savings, with all those extra days or whatnot that we've instituted into the calendar, you take those away, Judgment Day should have happened 7 years ago.
Yeah, that's true. So there you go,
Over the course
folks.
of all
Go
the
play
time.
pool. We're still good.
We're still good. I think it's just a big ploy to scare people, but it is what it is. Take from it what you want.
He's got a little bit of a problem here with the South. But you know, if this was me, I think I would be shooting while trying to get on the 6, and then you have a backup with the 4. I mean with the 5 if you don't get on the 6.
No, it's on.
You got to get a little closer to it because it keeps coming away.
Came up a little short on that shot. I guess with that cloth sliding, the way it is, that maybe he was afraid he wouldn't be able to
Overhit it.
follow, or too much.
It looks like he might have just enough angle to get that 5 ball off the 11, and if he drifts that past the 8, he might have the 6 in his side. But
I agree with you.
that's a little bit out of reach. I mean, you might be able to draw into the 8 on the left side of it and just keep it right there for the 6 in the corner. I mean, that's going to be a tremendous, very difficult shot if that's even possible. But he might have enough angle.
Got a
6
little.
definitely doesn't go. Sorry to cut you off, Dan.
No, that's
6
okay.
definitely doesn't go past the 13. That's locked up in there. So.
Oh, sure.
Uh,
Does the 5 go past the 8 ball? In that corner?
I was gonna say yes. I think it
does. It does. If you have camera
The
1,
5 does go past the
if you see
8 ball in
camera
the
1,
corner
you'll
pocket.
see that.
He may be able to shoot his 5 ball.
It doesn't look like it. I think he may be shooting in the corner pocket.
It's going to be interesting.
Very nice.
You got there. Just don't
He got
scratch.
there. He's got it.
Wow. Great shot.
Although he got position, he's shooting out of the jaws of the pocket, which is very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Let's see how loose he is.
This is going to be, this is a high difficulty shot.
Beautiful. What a shot.
Very nice shot by Mr. Parks.
What a shot that was. Beautiful thing.
Very nice. Mr. Park leads 5-1.
Well, it's no surprise. I mean, this guy took this event 3 years ago.
I'd like to give a little update on that end of the world tournament. It's actually, if you want to have any more details on that, it'll be at povpool.com. That's Paul Oscar Victor, Paul Oscar Oscar Larry.com. povpool.com.
Honored to be here with Dan Cintron and Ted Harris.
Cheers.
Ted will be, cheers guys. Ted folks from tedharris.com will be featured in the Christmas issue, potentially December, is that, of the Inside Pool magazine?
Very nice.
And
Very nice.
Very lucky to have them do an article on me. Freddie Agnew wrote the article. And it's basically, it's about me and my partner Danny Green came together and we're making cues together now. And I'm really excited about the issue coming out. Maybe somebody will call.
Hey, Joe, you getting kind of hungry?
yeah, of course, as always,
Speaking of hungry, Strokers has a great kitchen here. You know that?
absolutely, our man Freddie in the kitchen. Freddie
Freddie
the
the
cook.
cook.
He's an artist,
Yes,
you know,
definitely. Every culinary
creation.
creation that comes out of that kitchen is just awesome.
It's just
170 people.
We've got 570 people. Wow,
600 people.
that's amazing.
Wow.
And let me tell you, that in case you don't think the seafood is good here, they own a shrimp boat.
Oh,
So the shrimp is like caught, like like last.
fresh.
I mean, and
It's still moving when it's on your plate. It's phenomenal, though.
the shrimp is here is just outrageous.
We got 575 people listening in on the stream, and thank you all for joining us. I'm Dan Cintron. I'm joined by Joe DePainter from Philadelphia.
Yeah, not Chicago.
No, not Chicago.
Not Chicago.
By and also by the legendary Ted Harris.
Here at Strokers, I'm sure you mentioned Annie.
We are here at Strokers in Palm Harbor.
Beautiful, beautiful pool room with a wonderful bar, great
Host.
staff, amazing, amazing, good people, just great people.
Host of the U.S. Amateur Championship. Sponsored by the APA, of course.
The greatest league in the world.
Just to let you all know out there, this tournament started out with about 1,600 players.
1,652 to be exact.
Players all over the country playing in qualifiers. And then there was a certain number that qualified for each event they had. And it was whittled down to 128 players here. And let me tell you, this tournament was tough. There's a ton of good players.
It was a really big honor to be a part of the roster. I know you played, I played, Joe played.
Yeah,
It was just a tough field, you know.
incredible field with incredible talent. Everybody's a run-out player.
And
here.
honestly, you know, if you made it here, there's no embarrassment if you had, you know, lost right away because you had to qualify. You had to, you know, get here. So there's no shame. There's no shame. It's funny. One of the things that Barry Berman did when he was announcing the finals of the U.S. Open, he thanked the players, every single player that participated, and there was 220 players. I was one of them as well, and it was actually I didn't expect that, but that was really nice to have you know, paid a little tribute to there, and because honestly, without the 220 players, there would be no U.S. Open. So it's not just Shane, it's not just Dennis Okoye or Alex, it's everyone else that also participated that makes the event such a great event.
Yeah, there's no question that he just loves the players.
That was no easy combination, but it was definitely a great shot. He didn't leave much. He didn't leave much at all.
Yeah, you know, if he had made the 15, it looks like he would have gotten out in it. You know, he would have cut that ball in the corner and got around the table.
Correct.
Now here's somewhat of a one-pocket shot. If he can really hit that one ball really soft and block the 10 ball and bring the cue ball back behind that 15, Dan may not have a shot. Although 13 ball's right there. Never mind. Does he see that 2 ball down there?
He may be able to see half of it. I can't get a good camera angle on that, so very difficult on my end. But they're playing, so they can tell you. Let's go ask them.
Brian's definitely got a brain teaser here. I guess maybe they're taking a break.
That's no, he's not taking a break. He's on his knees over here. He's praying.
See over there.
He doesn't know what to do.
He's praying.
You would think Dan Gordon would be the one to be praying.
Strong.
All right, so let's see what Mr. Parks is looking at here. I think he's going for that 7 ball.
I think he's trying to
Maybe play safe.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stick
Play safe behind that 2, exactly. But he's got that side.
Wow.
Oh, that's such a touchy shot with that angle there. You know, you have to hit it so flat to
was a
come up to
valiant
the
effort.
side rail.
Yeah, that was a valiant effort.
All right. Looks like we're looking to play the 10 ball down in the lower right hand corner. Appears so. Although I wouldn't mind shooting that 10 ball down past that 15, knocking it a little bit out of the way. But you still have the 12 and 13 to rely on afterwards.
Right, even if you hit the 15, even if you hit the 15 and move it over, you still have the 10 ball to get out of that.
sure. There we go. He still has it.
Pretty sure that 15 goes.
I do believe so as well. I'm sure he's going to take care of that right now.
Maybe you should take the 13 first. What do you say, guys?
You know, it's
If he was straighter on it, I think it might have to be a little more straight.
Yeah, you're right.
just come up mid-table. He may have laid on top of it.
He's good.
He,
He sees that 13.
yeah, he doesn't look like he has any hesitation. So. Very nice. Dan Gordon should be able in the side pocket. Decreasing Brian Park's lead by 3. Very nice.
Scared me backing up on that thing.
All right.
Hit it on purpose.
Send another shout out to my sister Lynn and my sister Kathy, and her husband Andy, and baby Zuri, and I'd also like to thank Charlie and Joe.
Hi, Charlie and Joe. You must be proud.
Hey, Charlie and Joe.
Now, what's your mom's name?
Joe.
Okay, just making sure. Oh, who knows? It could have been Charlie, like Charlene, you know. I had to make, you know.
Quick shout
I
out
had
to
to
my
make sure.
quick shout out to my family, my wife Olga, my kids Jaden and Gabby. Love you guys. My mom, Dad, Alex, Matt, my brother, and all of the rest of the family.
And of course, I cannot forget my son Jonathan. He's my life, he's my everything, and I look forward to seeing him when I get back. I miss him.
Isn't that like the best feeling, Danny, when you see your kid? It's like a rebirth.
Not quite, because usually now they're not as messy and yeah, at least they look clean. When they first give birth, it's like, I don't know. I mean, in my opinion, every child comes out ugly.
All right, let's take the pool.
He missed that shot. It looks like he two-stroked it, honestly. Didn't look like he took enough care on it. But honestly, once you clean up the baby and they, the swelling goes down, they look fine.
Yeah, they're cute. It's a great experience.
When they first come out, yeah, not so much.
Happiest day of my life. Days when my kids were born. Big shout out to Jerry Dunn and Frank, Jimmy, Grimpin, our pool buddies, and the APA Masters League members, Bobby and Alex, and all the rest of the teams for that matter from our area there.
My son is 6 years old and he's going on 18. He's just a complete handful. I love him to death, and there's nothing I would do for him that I wouldn't do for him, I should say. Yeah, he's pretty awesome. He knows I play pool, and he says, "Daddy, you're the best pool player in the entire world," and it makes my heart melt. I may not be the best pool player in the entire world, but to him I am. In his
That's
world
great.
I am. And that means everything to me.
Has he shot with you on the table yet?
He likes to sweep the balls across with kind of like a baseball bat, just
Yeah.
going across. But he in due time, he'll definitely retain the discipline to bring to the table to learn this game properly, and I will definitely make every effort to do so.
Well, he definitely has it in his genes. That
Very nice
was.
stroke.
That was a really nice shot.
Now here, Ted, what do you do? Would you like to float up, or would you just like to stop and play the harder shot, just to a short position?
Well, I mean, you could just float it up and shoot it in the side.
That's
Or
true.
you could hit it with draw. And he's got a little bit of angle. You might be able to crush.
And oh wow, I didn't see the angle, but yeah, that's a great shot by Mr. Parks, extending his lead to 6-2 once this ball is sunk. Very nice. Dan Gordon racking up our 9-ball. Now we've
So-
exhausted our 8-ball series here in the finals of the U.S. Amateur Championship at Strokers. here in
So
Palm
race to
Harbor.
11, I guess we miscalculated the amount of games they play. Because
8 balls. I'm sorry, 8 balls.
8 games
Eight
of
games
8
of 8-ball
and 12.
12 games.
Oh,
of
so you were
9-ball.
right.
I knew I was right.
I'm sorry, I corrected you with 13 and
I
7.
thought I was right. I'll do that again.
I won't. I'll try.
Yeah, but I think we also should. We thank Strokers, but we need to thank the man behind it, Jose Del Rio,
That's right.
for all his work in this. He's a big pool promoter here. He has all kinds of tournaments going on here, and he's a player himself, a very good player. So if you ever get to town here, make sure you come by and check it out. They have killer food. And you might even get some action.
Definitely. Come down now, please.
Great equipment, too.
Would actually also like to thank Dennis Sosi, who's also a patron sponsor of Inside Pool for this event. Now, thank you, Dennis. You've helped out on a great prestigious event here at Strokers. Ooh, coming up. Get a little fortuitous roll off of that side corner. Does that make sense? Side corner?
Side corner, yeah, I like that.
Or side point, I should say.
Side point. Certainly there's many terms, but side point
Well,
will suffice.
I didn't want to call it what it's really called here out in the pool world, but it might offend some listeners. Don't want to do that. Came up nice for that 4-ball by doubling the rail. It's got a touchy shot here. You could either roll it with inside and come up on the bottom side of the 6, or he can come across, assuring himself.
I don't know if he's going to try to go on the bottom. I don't think you would, Danny. You'd probably come up above it.
I like a come across and into the 9, possibly.
Oh,
Why can't you just make it and it's going to bounce off the rail and come out?
yeah, leave it by the 6, below it a little bit.
You know,
Fat trying to have to come in.
Well, the problem is I'm still thinking in the mindset of that you have to hit the balls hard, not on these tables. You know, it's like this is the that's sort of the frame of mind that I was thinking
Yeah.
coming across, because I don't like the baby balls. As true as these tables play, I still don't like the baby balls, no matter what.
Especially when you're down 62.
Yes,
I might agree with that.
let that stroke out. There we go.
I think I'm going to agree with that. You know, it's firmness is equals confidence. I think.
You're right.
You think
Both are
that
right.
doesn't sound very confident?
No, but
Ted.
I'm sure both of you are right.
Yeah, he's thinking about that. Come back a little. Oh, he wants to come for the same pocket.
That was a very confident stroke. He jumped up a little bit right afterward, but
Just a little.
yeah, he should focus on staying down with the shot, even when hitting firm.
I didn't like that too much.
Yeah.
That was like a. Well, I think that was an in-between shot. You know, he wasn't settled and committed to the shot, where he, as he was stroking, he just didn't make up his mind. You know, he shot the ball in, but just didn't commit to it. You know, there's two ways of shooting it. Either you hit it with a kill shot, or you hit it firm to go back and forth. And that was an in-between shot. But he did come and recover nicely for the 9-ball. All right,
Very
so
nice.
6-3 in favor of Brian Parks.
He's still very much in a match.
I don't know, race to 11 is definitely in the match.
Send out one more shout out to my boy Mikey. He started working for us about a month or two ago. Working for Danny and I, you know, helping us make cues. And he's really working out, man. He's a good kid. I just want you to know that. I'd like to thank you very much for that. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, I've been corrected by one of our listeners, my buddy Jerry Dunn from Philly. It'll be 13 games of 9-ball, not 12. The total of games, possible games played, is 21. Has to be an odd number.
Correct.
In a race to 11. So apologies, guys.
That's what I said.
What? You said eight games of 8-ball and 12 of 9, and I said 13 games of 9-ball and 7 of 8, which was exactly the same.
That's exactly what I said, though. You don't listen very well, do you?
You New Yorkers are just too quick.
You have to be. It's a cutthroat type of world. You kidding me? Forget about it.
Can't get anything like it. It makes perfect sense, though, because your whole life is a negotiation. You got to negotiate walking down the street in this place.
Serious. Traffic. Forget it.
You're fighting for your space. I love that.
Try getting a job in New York. Forget it.
New York was my absolute favorite city. I spent a lot of time there working, you know, in Amsterdam, working tournaments.
Did he get there? Yes, it looks like he did. We have another angle on it. Looks like he has a 2-ball.
Yeah, he's got it.
Got there, he's like, this is probably the 50-yard line. You know? I mean, he's probably going to make it, but you know, he made it a little tough.
Well, the way Brian has been playing, it doesn't seem like anything's pretty much tough to this guy.
Yeah, boy, he's really good.
Oh, overcut that.
Yeah, that was an overcut.
See Brian mulling over his miss there. Body language says it all.
That's a major swing.
7-4 versus. I'm sorry, 7-3 versus 6-4.
That was a big mistake.
I wonder if he can keep it there after this 5-ball.
I think you have to stop it there.
If he can, if he has a little bit too much angle. Oh,
Yeah, you watch that.
Wow, and Gordon puts Brian back in the game.
Dan will take this very happily. I don't think he's going to be giving the table back.
Very nice. Rosa Parks. Brian seems like he's going to get out here. Just come off the rail over to the right-hand side, just below the 8. There we go, come across.
Yeah, okay.
He seems to be fine. He has two options here. He could either draw back for the side pocket or just stop it there for the corner. Very nice stroke. Seems very loose.
Very smooth.
And the score is now 7-3.
When you're in that zone, it feels nice.
It does feel nice, but you know what's funny? You can't rely on that zone because that zone comes few and far between. You have to have good fundamentals and good mechanics. And, you know, I've won many, many more tournaments from the loss side, you know, and not playing my best than free stroking. You know, it's just you have to rely on those fundamentals. Otherwise, that free stroke can't come out. You know, you need that solid foundation.
Right.
But I do agree that feeling that comes over you when you are free stroking, you know, it's just it's almost like a high. You know, it's you're on this other level where, you know, you can't really explain, but it's just.
Now with a 4-ball
great
lead,
feeling.
Brian sees here the finish line. It looks like, you know, he's not too far.
He only has 4 more to go.
4 more.
That last game was definitely a missed opportunity.
Oh, and a
Oh.
scratch here. Here's a dangerous thing.
Well, that 4-ball is just saving grace there
Well,
for
I was going
Brian.
to say that 7 is a saving grace because 9-ball is right there. One, you know, ball in hand on the 1-ball. I'd go for it.
From all the way down there, huh?
Absolutely.
Now that's a Teddy shot.
I'm convinced.
I'm just kidding.
What are your thoughts here, Ted? On this rack.
He likes that 1-7 combo.
I think I'm gonna shoot the 1 and bring it out right now.
Yep.
I think what he's doing is, you know, I think you got to shoot it over in that corner over there and draw into the 3-ball. And you know, you can either hit, if you hit the 3, you might be able to shoot it in this corner over here.
One thing he does not want to do is send that 3 past at 4 and keep that cue behind that 4.
Right.
And it's
You want to aim, you want to try to crash into
the 3.
the 3.
Solid.
I would have shot it in the other corner.
You know what I bet you he was thinking of, because of the table as new as it is and how it slides? He played it short because it plays long. And it kind of backfired on him. I think he played it a little bit too short. Think he's trying to bank it here? Cross over that 3?
Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
I don't know why you wouldn't just hit it full and send the cue ball down by the corner and the 3 ball back out like behind the 7 if you're leaving it below the rail. Almost like you were banking at it, but you're hitting it easier.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just not enough to make it.
Yeah, it looks like he may have left Brian the shot on the 3. If he could see it past the 8 ball, which I think he does. Just look at it from this side. It does look like he has room. But yet, once that happens,
Yeah, it does from there. It's like he has room, but you know, he's got to deal with getting on
the 4.
I mean, he's got to draw it. You know, he's either got to decide to draw it short of the 7 or draw it back beyond
Past the 7. Interesting.
I mean, is it possible he was trying to play a 4? Is it possible he was trying to play like, you know, a 3-rail save there, back down there?
I think so. I think so.
I mean, he did not miss it that bad, did he?
No. He definitely was not going for the shot. Not on that angle.
They keep getting these tricky shots, man. This is a tricky one here.
I wouldn't even go for it. I'd play safe. Leave that 3 ball up by the Brunswick. Send that cue ball down table.
Oh.
He was relying on that going off the back of that 5,
Yeah, it was.
which kind of backfired. But he tied up the 4, and in the 3 balls, the cue ball's on the other side of the 3 to get to the 4. So
Well, I think Brian can play that 3-rail, you know, shot and play safe on the 4.
sure. Wow, I didn't see
he
that
wanted
one.
to bank it.
You know, anyone could have played it in the side pocket.
Laid up, you know, he laid up perfect for safe.
Anyone could have made it in the side pocket. Banking it off the point of the side pocket,
Right.
that takes style.
And that type of shot happened twice already in this match. One when Dan Gordon, unfortunately, getting that ball.
Yes, he's going for the 9 here.
He's going for the carom.
It doubles as a save too because when it comes off of the rail, it's either going to hit the 5 and go up table, or it's just going to go up table altogether.
It is.
Very nice. Very nice. Scores 8-3.
That was a great shot. Yeah, that corner, cross corner, side corner to the cross corner action helped Brian twice this match.
That was a very fortuitous roll. So I'm a firm believer in 10-ball pro rules. Called shot, called safe. But we're here. And
Brian Parks is breaking the balls again. He's up 8-3. Wow, what a break.
good solid break.
And does he see the 1?
He's eclipsed by the 6.
For those of you that don't play in the APA out there, this particular tournament uses one push after the break. They don't like the shot, but normally they don't really play that way. The APA doesn't have a push.
However, they also do not adhere to the pro rules where the 3-foul rule is in effect, and here it is not. And he will take that push out.
Now, what are you going to do here? Are you going to swing at this?
You're down 8-3. I play safe right behind that 4 ball up top. Send that one ball 3 rails underneath the 6, 9, and 8, and sending that cue ball 2 rails underneath the 4 ball.
He's looking to pocket that ball, guys.
The only problem I see with that is I don't know. He's looking at it. You know, me, just the way I play, I don't know if I can make that one ball get down here. I might run into the 7 the way I, you know. maybe
Well,
I just
honestly,
can't see the right angle.
you're just
So good.
wow. You caught the point though.
He hit that good.
You have to really let yourself go of that one ball. Concern yourself with that cue and hiding that. Otherwise, I mean, because it's going to be hidden no matter what. It's just a matter of the degree of difficulty of what the kick's going to be afterwards.
Right. The cue ball is the key.
Cue ball's key, and it appears that he can't see the entire ball.
He might, guys.
He can see it.
Definitely. It was a tough shot.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, it was a tough shot. Gave the table back to him. He's got a nice clean shot going towards the corner pocket. Comes across table for the side pocket on the 2 ball.
Not much else you can do.
There's
Not much else you can do there.
no.
You got to make this. You got to focus on making this ball.
Well, if you underhit it, you still have the corner on the left, on the bottom. You know, perhaps fatigue is setting into these guys. Because it's been a long weekend. We started Friday morning, ladies and gentlemen, out there in internet land. Friday morning, and it's now Sunday evening. Just gonna roll it up there.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even play after 1 o'clock yesterday or 2 o'clock or something. I mean, by the end of the night, you know, I mean, I was sitting over here and I was just floored, exhausted.
Sure.
And I didn't get up to come here at 9 a.m. I didn't get here until 12:30 or 1.
The life of a pool player.
Here all day.
Yes, it's very true, very true. Hats off to every single one of these participants, especially these 2 gentlemen here in the finals. It's taken them a lot of fortitude and just a lot of drive, you know, and hats off to both of them. They deserve to be here.
Oh, we just got information. We were talking about it a little bit earlier. And we do have, in fact, past or former 2-time champions. We have Henry Brodt,
Right.
who won it in 98 and 99, which looks like back-to-back.
Yeah, yeah. There was another one, I believe.
And
that's
another one,
back-to-back.
Richard Ross, winning it at 95 and 96, back-to-back.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
So, and Brian Parks potentially winning it twice.
But not
Certainly not
back-to-back.
back-to-back, but well-deserved achievement here. if
Oh,
he can
definitely.
make
I
it.
mean, it's winning this prestigious event 2 times altogether. It's no feat to be taken away from either.
So, I guess the record now is somebody trying to do that 3 times in a row.
Well, just like the U.S. Open.
Right.
You know, Shane's just won it twice, but it wasn't back-to-back.
Mika won it twice.
Mika won it back-to-back. Darren won it back-to-back, and Varner won it back-to-back. Those are the only 3 that have won it back-to-back.
Earl won it 5 times.
Well, that's oh, that's right. You're right. I forgot about that. There are actually no.
Siegel won it 4 times. And
Right.
Earl won it 5.
5.
I made that signature cue that I play with Scott. I made a 2000 series U.S. Open series signature cue that Earl signed it in the butt sleeve. Earl and Takeshi Okamura signed it in the butt sleeve, and Earl signed it. Earl Strickland, 5-time U.S. Open champion.
Wow.
Takeshi Okamura signed it in English
And Japanese.
And then the front of the queue above the wrap has the other top 30 players that were in the tournament and Mike Seekers.
Very nice.
I made 6 of those queues. and I have 1 of 6, and I sold 3 or 4 of them, and gave a couple of them. Barry Berman got one, and I think I gave 1 or 2 to friends, and sold the other one.
I have a question. When you make numbered cues like that, do you always keep one for yourself?
Yeah, interestingly enough, you should ask that. The number 1, the first, and the last in any limited edition is the most valuable.
Is that right? And why is the last one important?
I don't know.
And nothing in between, you know? I mean, I understand the first one.
The ones in between are important too, especially in this case because nobody's ever made that case before. I don't know what the answer is, but that's the way they do it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us now, this is Dan Cintron and Joy DePainter and Mr. Ted Harris commentating on InsidePool.tv here live at Strokers in Palm Harbor.
What I got to say, this is it looks like a runaway match here. You know, Brian Parks inching away within 2 of his second U.S. amateur title, and certainly his opponent deserving to be here. The talented Dan Gordon. Wish we could have seen a little more action up till now, but you never know. This is never too late. We might see one of the greatest comebacks ever. That was a great shot. I think Gordon needs to take 1 ball at a time now, 1 game at a time, trying to get back into this, cut loose when the opportunity arises, and just control the match.
Alright, so we're playing safe here. You think? 7.
Now that we're talking about those signature cues, I also made another set in '98 that was a one-piece, but and it was the signatures went all the way. There was no wrap,
Oh, okay.
and that cue had 68 signatures. I made 6 of those. And I did the same thing.
Ooh.
I tried to sell those cues. My base price on a cue then was like $750 for an entry-level cue. And I kept seeing people coming to the U.S. Open and getting their cues signed on top of the finish without, scuffing up the finish.
Yeah.
The next layer, when they sprayed over it, they
Gotta
bonded.
protect it, yeah.
And I had a guy come to me and it had peeled right off the cue. And I thought to myself, I'm probably the only living human that can get their signatures because I work on the and like if I ask them to sign the cue,
They will.
If they say no, I'm going to be like, okay, the next time your tip flies off before the final, you fuck your barrel up. Okay? So meantime, I made the cues and I tried to sell them for $750. And I think I sold 1 or 2, 1 for $750, and I couldn't give them away. At $750, I couldn't give them away.
Are you kidding me?
No, dead serious. And I'm standing in the booth talking to my wife, and I'm joking with her. I'm like, I'm just going to sell them. The next guy that asks me how much they are, I'm just going to sell one. Tell him $2,000. And the guy walked up like 45 seconds later and said, how much is that? And I said, $2,000. He said, I'll take it.
Wow. You know what's funny? It's amazing when people put value on something, and if it seems too good to be true, then they won't even take it. Sometimes you have to, bring that price up.
I sold 3 of them at that show.
Amazing. And I bet you.
Well, here we are, folks. Aside again from Ted Harris's wonderful cue creations, Brian Parks taking care of another rack and inching away, coming within 1 rack.
So as Joe DePainter had said earlier, looks like this is a runaway match with Brian Parks getting on the hill.
I was looking forward to a little bit more of a seesaw battle. Both of these players, of course, deserving to be here and are run-up players in their own respect. And just seems like Gordon couldn't find his niche.
No,
At
he
least
never get off the floor.
certainly displayed a very nice game against Ernesto. And
Well, we're here in between racks. I'd like to give a little special shout out to a friend of mine in Kansas. Her name is Sarah. Hi, Sarah. And let's see, we are underway in the, let's see, it's the 14th game of the finals of the U.S. Amateur Championship here in Strokers in Palm Harbor, sponsored by the APA.
I'd like to send a couple shout outs again to like my buddy Frank Ramon up in Maryland. He's a great shoemaker. And Rick Howard in Lamar, Florida. Jerry McWhorter in Ventura, California. And Dennis Seary and John Chauvin. I really want to thank all of them.
in the meantime, 3 balls on a break. What a massive break by Brian. Granted, he's got a 9-foot shot here, but he might be able to work with that 4 ball in the corner. That's a big ball there, 4, that could help the 1. Both the 7 and the 4 can help the 1 find that pocket, and let's see what he does here.
Wow, very nice shot.
And the 4 ball didn't even move.
Nice little carom off it. Very nice.
Well, folks, I don't know.
That
Any
5 ball's a
predictions,
problem.
guys?
The 5 balls has got a little problem there, though. He's not out of the woods yet.
He's going to go
3 rails.
3 rails for sure.
Yep.
Is he going to reach?
Oh, if he gets there, let's.
So that was a bank shot. Not
No.
now.
No, he's not.
Not now.
Although, well, can he cinch that 5 with a lot of English, guys?
He may have a double hit there. They can see better than we can, but at the same time, it may be a double hit there.
Yeah. Okay, he's playing it safe.
Safety allowed.
Very smart choice by Mr. Parks. Even though he left him a shot, it's not a easy shot.
Certainly one, not one that when you're down 7 games and the guy's on the hill.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, good shot. Very good shot.
That might be the shot that keeps him in this game right now. You know,
May
it's,
very well be if he can keep it together.
Potentially, that could be the shot that won the set.
That's right. I mean, if he does come back, that would be the shot that everybody would remember.
And he definitely has a good opportunity to bring this game to 10-4.
I'd like to see it come back here.
Oh yeah, everyone likes to see a nice game.
Easy.
Peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
All right. Let's see this 9 ball go in, and the score becomes 10-4.
He's got heart. He's
Very
still
nice,
in
Dan.
it.
Very nice, Dan.
He's not giving up.
It'd be nice, break and run a couple of racks here.
Yeah, not anything against Brian. Brilliant player, really. One of the nicest guy. But yeah, that would be nice to see a couple BNRs, you know, cool off Brian, maybe see a closer match. Both playing phenomenally, and I think gracefully everybody's rooting for both. I don't think we have any favorites here, but
I've known Brian White for like 20 years. He was in Los Angeles when I was out there. Very nice.
yeah, he is. So Gordon got a dry break, but not leaving Brian with anything. He might have a kick. He might push out. Let's see what he does. thanks to all the people, the good people who are following us here in the inside pool on the board. Supposedly there's close to 600 of you. Way to go, guys. Thanks
That's a
for
lot of
watching.
players. That's a lot of watchers.
That is a lot of watchers. That's great.
He pushed out here. I think that was a smart shot.
J.R. Calvert and Alvin Nelson. Thumbs up. They love it. They're ecstatic that you all are here following us. And
Yes, definitely. Thank you for following. Please share with all your friends on Facebook, Ustream, and YouTube. They've got their own YouTube channel as well.
It's got a really good chance to make a really good save here. Knocked him up. He did it.
we got to jump, you guys. Brian is going for the jump.
Very makeable ball.
It is. Let's get another look, guys.
Awfully close to that four. But he knows.
I don't think he's going for the jump.
No?
I think he's designing against it.
Oh, well. Or maybe,
He's got another hand.
Maybe he's got another jump cue, yeah.
Yeah. A shorter handle or something.
yeah, like a bungee or not one that's break and jump.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
2 and 1.
You know what? That's funny you should say that. I really don't like those jump break cues simply because you have 2 half cues. You need something dedicated for jumping, something that's designed specifically for that. And you also need something specifically for breaking, something that's tethered just for, a specialty.
Right. I think after this tournament, I would agree with you. I have a break jump, and you're totally right about this.
What are your feelings on this, Ted?
I'm with Earl Strickland on this one.
Oh,
Wow.
wow, what a great shot. Nice little carom off of the 3 and did not get a fortunate roll.
Got unlucky. I'm
did get
sure
unlucky.
you guys appreciated this shot.
I don't think so. I don't think Shin Park could jump this one.
He's looking
might
at
be
a
related.
3 rail here.
And should we talk about the crowd and everything you're showing? Okay.
All right,
All
so
right.
I think we're going to see a 3-rail kick here by Mr. Parks. Trying to get some contact on that, too, because there's a 3-9 combination just itching to get put in the hole.
Yeah, let's go back and talk about those jump cues for a second. As long as it's legal, I'm with you. You should have a jump. You should have at least one jump handle that's light enough and short enough to be long as it needs to be according to the rules, and maximize your jumping potential, which I personally do not have because I'm a hardhead and I don't like it.
You're a purist.
I don't like it.
No,
I think you should jump with the cue that you shoot
Shoot
with,
with.
but it's legal, and there we have it.
I
so
agree in a sense where you must equip yourself with any particular arsenal possible
every tool, right?
to make the the field. What am I trying to say?
You're right. If you're
The
going on the
playing field
battlefield,
level.
right? If you're going on the battlefield, you want to have the best weapon you got. That's
Exactly.
the beginning, middle, and end of that story.
Now, Brian here tried to get out of trouble being behind the 4. He tried a 3-rail kick, and this comes to show, again, what we were talking about earlier, Teddy and Dan. The new cloth and just the fact that the rails, they can act funny, They act
Like a
funny.
clown.
Right.
It's there to amuse you. What are you talking about? But yeah,
You know-
you are right. They do bounce a little funny, and funny in a sense where they're not going to bounce how you expect them to.
Right. Some kicks are coming off long, some are short.
Look
and
at this. He played for the combination. I just can't
Played
believe
that
that.
position for combination.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
I
looks
just
like
can't
that's where he's-
believe he did that. I mean, I don't know why he wouldn't.
Well, he's putting the ball in hand. He's given ball in hand. And yet again, he's using that bridge.
He wants to make sure. He's not going to stretch.
Oh,
He
I
did
don't
play
know.
for that combination.
I mean, it's a makeable ball, but Lord, I mean,
Without the bridge, having a little angle on that too, he could have gotten better position on that 3 ball. This is the second time he's used the bridge with a ball in hand. I'd have to say this is very unconventional.
Yeah, I can't believe he played to shoot the combination. Unbelievable. And if he makes it, it's all good.
I don't know. I don't like this.
I would not want to be down 10-4 shooting this.
I'd personally probably play safe here.
I might just roll the 3 on the rail over
Right.
there.
Oh,
And there
and he
you
almost
go.
made it though.
And you know, he could have rolled the 3 over to the rail and stuck him right behind the 9 ball there. I mean, that's inexperience there. And Brian, Brian's much more seasoned than that.
Brian is taking his break.
Right.
And,
Good move.
That is a great move.
Very good move.
Good move.
I think
He's got a
going-
chance to win. He's excited. His adrenaline's going.
Right.
He's got to go wash his face, take a break,
Right.
and get back in his head.
It's shows that he's somewhat of a seasoned player. That taking that break at a crucial time. This could be it for him, and he knows it. And I think at this point, Dan Gordon knows it.
That's safe. I mean, it was huge. You saw it plain as day, man. It was very simple
there.
and he'd
was
have
right
had
there.
ball in hand again.
Oh, sorry. Again, a correction. I wasn't paying attention for 1 second, and he did not have ball in hand. He shot the 2-6 combo, and that's how the roll ended up. He had to shoot that 2 ball with a bridge. So my mistake. Yeah, he had a 2-6 combo, and I missed that.
So we're back from break. He gave himself a little time to regroup.
This is it.
This is
This
it,
is
guys.
it to win the entire thing. U.S. Amateur Championship here at Strokers Billiards,
Yeah.
Palm Harbor, Florida.
Yeah, this is all she wrote. There's no chance he's not getting out.
The ladies warming up to sing. You could hear the hum, the buzz. 7 ball setting nice right there on the side.
La 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 la.
Come on, guys. The trio.
A wee moe, a wee moe.
Oh.
Roll, roll, Roach.
Whoa.
A very fortuitous.
How'd he hit that one, folks?
Yeah, he did very good. A little bit too gingerly, for my liking, though, but got there.
Well, barring an earthquake, he should be out.
Boom.
That's it. We might see
Thank you very much. No concession.
no concession, huh?
Wow, he's got to shoot it. All right.
Oh, he threw
There it
that.
is. What a classy move.
Wow, Brian Parks wins
Very,
it.
very nice. Congratulations,
Brian Parks,
Brian Parks.
Bakersfield, California. What a great championship that was. Just a quick reminder to hang around for just a few minutes. In about 3 or 4 more minutes, we will be conducting our awards ceremonies. That'll be right here in front of the tournament director table. You're welcome to stay and watch, take pictures, because that's what we'll be doing. Once again, I want to thank Strokers, all the people that helped
Most
the
of them, right?
entire weekend, as well as all of our players and you, the fans. We look forward to seeing each of you next year at the 2013 U.S. Amateur Championship. Thanks.
All right, so we just got a little closing announcement by Woody.
Woody?
Do we know his last name?
Unfortunately, I don't. But I know associated with the APA, he's the director here, and what a match!
Well, the match is right.
Here you see a view of the crowd here at Strokers in Palm Harbor, Florida, at the U.S. Amateur Championship Finals. Just
Mike
ended.
Fuller in the black shirt.
Our winner, past winner, Ray Linares, congratulating his fellow U.S.
Rolando
Amateur.
Aravina.
Orlando just viewed there. Orlando Arvina just walking by, and our new champion 2012, Brian Parks.
That's Woody McClure from the
McClure,
he owns
that's his
the
last
APA Atlanta League.
Woody
That's,
McClure.
Previous champ Ray Linares with Brian Parks and Woody, and our co-champion or
Dan
second
Gordon.
place runner-up.
Gracious player. Very nice. Very nice to have seen him perform.
There's
and
Rolando.
played very well. Rolando waving to us. Hello, Rolando.
Rolando, I think.
Rolando,
Yes.
sorry. What a great venue, Strokers. Wonderful, wonderful hall here with great staff, a wonderful kitchen, and you couldn't ask for anything better. I wouldn't say. Teddy, Danny, it's great weather,
Oh, beautiful
great
weather.
people, wonderful venue, great atmosphere, and just a lot of great playing.
Just had a great weekend here. I loved it. Thank you guys, for having me, and
Thank you for joining us.
yeah, no problem.
Teddy, always a pleasure.
Always.
TedHarris.com. Join here with Danny Citron, one and only.
Present and accounted for. Guilty as charged.
Big thanks to J.R. Calvert and Alvin
thanks.
Nelson from Inside Pool, putting this thing together and bringing you live the action from Strokers. And I'm Joe DePainter. Big shout out to the Spot, Petey Fusco, Big Jim, and all the gang at Feasterville, Pennsylvania. The Spot. And all my pool buddies, Jerry Dunn, Frank Gripman, Roman Grinberg. And you know who you are.
Now, is he the only person that won it 3 times?
Brian Parks did not win it 3 times.
No.
Brian Parks has now won it twice.
No, it said on there.
I don't believe there is a 3-time winner.
There was question marks.
Yeah, he won it in 2009 and now won it the second time.
Yeah, I
Is
think
that-
he came in second in 2005.
Did he?
Yeah,
Okay. So
I think
yeah,
so. I think I remember reading that yesterday.
He's certainly a seasoned U.S. amateur competitor, and well deserved. He played phenomenal, really unbeatable in this match, which is also something to check on, wouldn't you say, guys? See whoever won this without losing one match throughout the competition.
He definitely did go undefeated.
Folks, we're getting ready to start our award ceremony. for
I
our
think
top
he did
finishers
win it
this year's
twice,
US
actually.
Amateur Championship. If we could get all of our top finishers, that's first through third in the ladies division, first through fifth in the men's division. If you could join us down here, right in front of the control table, we want to go ahead and present your awards.
He didn't in 2009? Did?
Yeah.
And then what's the question marks?
If he did it today.
And I think last year, or a couple years ago,
Rolando Arvina in a screen there, folks. The House Pro, and what a fine gentleman this is. Great gentleman for the sport. And what a great job he did with the staff taking care of the equipment here.
That's World Alvin and Gerald Calvert fixing up the little presentation.
Right. And in 2005, he told me that one of those years, I think it was 2005, he lost his first match and won 14 in a row to come in second or third. Right.
Well, just confirmed by our former champion back in 2010, Ray Linares. Ray Linares just confirmed that Brian's probably the most consistent and has the most top placements in the U.S. Amateur competition. Top finishes all the way around, starting I think from 2005 going on. So he's certainly very comfortable, very familiar with this event. So you're going to get some live coverage here, courtesy of Inside Pool with J.R. Calvert and World Alvin Nelson. You get a camera view there of
The table is
this
damaged, is it?
sponsored APA event. The background there, we're going to be handing the trophies and the awards to the top finishers
And
of this
they
event.
do have nice pieces of hardware to give out this year.
They
as
sure
they do every
Dan.
year.
Nice and heavy. I wonder if that's going to be considered an extra bag to check in on the
sure.
flight.
I'm sure it is. Definitely. If I had one, I definitely had to mail it back because there's no way I'm passing that 50-pound mark. It'd be cheaper to mail it back, actually.
All right, thank you for joining us this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, here at
big
Strokers.
trophies.
We do want to present our top finishers in this year's U.S. Amateur Championship. Before we do that, though, we do want to make sure that we thank Jose and his crew here at Strokers, as well as Buddy and Janet and their crew over at Crooked Q. Have a nice round of applause for both of our host locations this weekend, helping us run the tournament. We also want to make sure that we thank the guys from Inside Pool Magazine who are back here, J.R. Calvert, Alvin, and his crew that made the streaming possible. Let all your folks back home watching
very much for the shout out, guys.
all their hard work. All right, our top finishers in the women's division of this year's U.S. Amateur Championship. First up from Conifer, Colorado, Christine Honeman. Come on up, Christine.
Say cheese.
How about one more round of applause for Christine Honeman, third place in this year's women's division of the U.S. Amateur
Congratulations,
Championship.
Christine.
Our runner-up in the women's division of the U.S. Amateur Championship from Raleigh, North Carolina, Asia Sysak.
Hey, Asia, can you hang loose? I think we want to get a couple pictures of all the ladies and maybe the whole group, so if you could just kind of hang around.
How about one more round of applause for Asia Sysak, runner-up in the women's division, and to our champion, our 2012 ladies champion in the U.S. Amateur from Muncie, Indiana. Big round of applause for Tammy Jones.
When we're done, hang loose back here. We're going to get some hair and stuff like that.
How about one more round of applause for Tammy and all of our top finishers in the ladies division of the U.S. Amateur Championship this weekend. Moving on to our men's division. First up, he's from Bardonia, New York. Big round of applause. Fifth place, men's division, U.S. Amateur Championship, Stuart Warnock.
Congratulations, Stu. From my area. Very nicely done.
Hey, Stuart, we just kind of hang loose. We're going to get some group shots, you guys.
How about one more big round of applause for Stuart Warnock, fifth place, the men's division of the U.S. Amateur
Very good
Championship.
showing.
Also in fifth place in the men's division, he's from
He
North
did.
Augusta, South Carolina, Jeff Platel. How about one more round of applause for Jeff Platel, fifth place in the men's division of the U.S. Amateur Championship. Moving on to fourth place from Muncie, Indiana. Big round of applause for Mr. Troy Jones. Troy Jones.
And Mr. Troy Jones is actually the husband of the winner of the ladies event,
Absolutely. These
Tammy Jones.
How about one more round of
Jones
applause
couple
for
came
Troy
in.
Jones, fourth place.
They came
Look
and
at
saw
the
and conquered.
They did, and they were very close.
Championship.
Troy is a really
Our third place
well-rounded
finisher in
player.
the U.S. Amateur Championship men's division. He's from Houston, Texas, and he is the 2011 U.S. Amateur Championship. How about a nice round of applause for Mr. Ernesto Bayao, a great return performance here in this year's U.S. Amateur Championship.
Not a bad finish for Mr. Ernesto.
Nope. He should be proud of himself. He played with a lot of heart this tournament. Had a couple close calls, as you may
How about one
know.
more round of applause for Ernesto Bayao, Houston, Texas, third place in the men's division of the U.S. Amateur Championship. Moving on to our runner-up in this year's U.S. Amateur Championship He's from Marietta, Georgia. Have a big round of applause for Mr. Daniel Gordon. Daniel Gordon.
Hey, Daniel, you kind of hang loose back there when you get some group shots and stuff.
All right, folks, and that just leaves our champion, your 2012 U.S. Amateur Champion in the men's division. He's from Bakersfield, Colorado. He is a two-time U.S. Amateur Champion, Mr. Brian Parks. Once again, thank you for joining us this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. We wish you all safe travels home. Hope to see you again next year. Thank you very much.
Well, there you have it, folks. We are done here at the wonderful U.S. Amateur Championship event here in Strokers, Palm Harbor, Florida, brought to you by Inside Pool. And there you have it, the champion, the returning champion.
Just in case we missed you, if you
Or
did
two-time,
get
rather.
a trophy and or plaque, or a plaque, we will actually ship those to you. What you need to do is give Nicole your shipping information and get them out to you as soon as we get back to the office.
Thank you to the APA and this wonderful event. Thank you to J.R. Calvert and Alvin Nelson from Inside Pool, bringing you this wonderful event live. And here you have it, the ladies. First, second, and third. Finishers, Tammy exhibiting a seasoned play. And you can see the crowd here. This is a rumbling crowd here. Everybody's all hyped up, quite a buzz. Joe Esterzon, Joe the painter Esterzon here with you. Trying to get a hold of that camera. I'm assuming Alvin here is having a tough time getting the right angle, but stay with us here. There we go. And we're going to have a joint photo up here for all the top finishers. Well deserved, well played, everyone. Troy, Ernesto, Dan, Stewart, and of course the champion, Brian Parks, two-time U.S. Amateur Champion. Won it 3 years ago, and this year. Standing next to him, Ernesto Baya, the last year's winner. Troy Jones, the husband of the ladies division winner of this year's U.S. Amateur Ladies Finals. And to the right of Brian Parks, we have Dan Gordon from Georgia, 29 years old, who really was impressive in his play this year round. And coming in second, well deserved. And next to him we have Stewart, fifth place finisher. And sorry folks, I have not gotten the privilege and the chance to see the gentleman all the way on the right there. He, I believe, is our sixth place finisher. My apologies if I'm mistaken ahead of time. And there you have it. What a wonderful tournament. This was really a pleasure to watch a talented group of players from across the country at this prestigious event. And no less than probably one of the most fabulous venues and pool arenas anybody could ask for. Strokers in Palm Harbor, Florida, with a wonderful, wonderful staff of people, ranging from the kitchen to the bar to the front of the house. Big thanks to Rolando Aravina for his immaculate care of the equipment. And thanks to my co-commentators, Danny Cintron from New Jersey, wonderful player on his own account, and Ted Harris from TedHarris.com with Ted Harris Cues. Brought to you by the APA here in Palm Harbor and Strokers, and brought to you by Inside Pool, J.R. Calvert, Alvin Nelson. Fabulous two guys. Love them. And a big shout out to my friend Victor Dabu from the Bronx in New York. He showed a lot of heart in this tournament and he played his heart out. And wonderful genius player in his own account. A big shout out to his son Marlon Dabu, who's turned 16, I believe, today. Happy birthday, Marlon. Your dad loves you. And, good luck with your basketball career. We know you play as a point guard at the Celsian or can't pronounce this high school name, but he's on a varsity basketball team. So happy birthday, Marlon. And to my buddy Jerry Dunn, Frank Gripman, Roman Grinberg, all my pool buddies from Pete Fusco's The Spot, Pete Fusco, Jimmy Fusco, Big Jim. We have all the guys working at this wonderful pool hall. Cowboy Joe, Will, Vitali, Sasha, Trin, Kristen, all you guys, Ron, and great pool room in its own account, guys. Come visit it at the Spot, Easterville, Pennsylvania. Well, folks, hope you enjoyed it. This was a wonderful match to watch. Although a bit of a runaway match by Mr. Brian Parks, nonetheless one that showed a lot of heart and a lot of really tremendous play by both guys. Signing off fairly shortly. Thanks, guys. Again, many thanks to Inside Pool, to J.R. Calvert and Alvin Nelson for their hard work and dedication, working together with the APA to bring you live this wonderful U.S. Amateur Finals coverage here at Strokers.
That's right, my friends. I want to thank you all for joining us. Thanks, Joe the painter, Dan Cintron, my friend. Thank you, Joe. Did an excellent job, man. I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
So we'll catch up with you all next time, live, baby.
Was I on?
No, I just undid mine.
My buddy Jerry, he was saying, man, what a great coverage. He really enjoyed it. And he's saying, forget pool, man. You got to do commentating.
Forget what?
He said, forget pool, Joe. You got to do commentating. Really?
That's good. I remember that.
I really enjoyed it. Oh, man, this is awesome. I never felt so much joy, you know. I love watching pool.
I do that all the fucking time.
I know.
Every day I get to do that.
You really do. I mean, watch your pool and talk about it, you know, and then interact with people who enjoy the game. You know, it's great.
Friday goes too if you want. We all do our part, right? Everybody does it. Try. Everybody does the research. Shit don't run. I smoke. Can we light up?
I think we can.
We can light up that real shit. I want to make sure. Good. Let it run. No, a couple chat rooms. But I get it too. More people like you than a lot of my players. You're like, I'm like, they either love you or they fucking hate you. That's just deal with it. More people love you. No, just a couple people, no big deal. More people love you. Can't you tell me who? I don't care. I don't know. Yeah. No, I just seen it.
It's all right.
It's all good, dude. You did great.
Dude, man, it was an honor to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Joe the painter. You know what? Listen, we got a few Joes in Petey's place of spot. And we got one Cowboy Joe, one Indian Joe, and I'm Joe the painter.
Right, I got you. Hey, there's nicknames everywhere.
Yeah. I'm trying to get Pete Fosco's spot exposed a little bit. He doesn't do anything to promote his business, really. I mean, he's got a Facebook page, but it's only the locals. You need a lot more action. I need to get a tour stop in there. I'm trying to get these guys to make a little piece. We're trying to put together something on that black light room. You know, it's
Are you like like a house painter or like an artist?
from anything from a house painter to an artist, anything in between.
What, like murals?
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That fifth room in the spot is a black light room. He has 7 9-footers in there.
What do you mean a black light room?
Huh?
You mean the pool tables have black lights?
Yeah, you can play in the dark. Everything glows.
And where's that at?
That's at Pete Fusco's the spot at Feast.
Fusco's?
Yeah, man.
Do they gamble in that room?
No, that's for the kids, man. Yeah, he got a lot of action. He's got a big room. Have you ever seen his room?
No, how big?
He's got 18 tables in there, all just like this, immaculately kept, both around.
We stand over here so I can watch it.
He's got
I'll